Mind management techniques. This is the 5th class. So you already know how to manage mind. Eh? No. You have not attended mind management class from me, right? But attended mind management techniques earlier? Yeah, but could not manage. Okay. Where is your mind? Mind is in the brain. Mind is in the brain. You think your mind is in the brain? Which brain? Left brain or right brain? There is a joke which says, in the left brain nothing is right, and the right brain nothing is left. How do you translate mind into your language? How do you translate mind into Indian language, any of the Indian language? Is it mind is Mastishkam? Manas. Now I will ask you, where is your manas? Somebody says here, somebody says here, somebody has given to someone else already. So it's not your brain now. So mind is not your brain. Easier for Indian people to understand is to translate into our language. So where is your mind now? It's not above head, it is below head. Right? Somebody says here, it means heart. The feelings, thought process is not mind. That's a brain job. Intelligence is not mind. Intelligence is the brain job. Buddhi. Buddhi is different, and that is not mind. Mind is manas. So we will not use the word mind here, because if you start using mind, you will start thinking somewhere here. Okay? So mind is not buddhi, mind is manas. And if you still try to translate, when somebody gets pain, they say, I have heart full of pain. Therefore, you will start translating mind is equal to heart. And then you will not open your open heart surgery, because whatever is there in your manas, doctor will see. That becomes a big problem. When you open your heart, what is that you are doing? Open your mind. Open your manas. Open your feeling. Heartfelt feelings. Because it comes from feelings, comes from manas. This is a big problem. Don't translate into English. Whenever you translate something into English, get back to our language, it becomes handicapped. A lot of problem will be there. Sneham translate into premam if you translate through English. Sneham translated will become love. But love translate you will get premam. Right? And sneham is not equal to prema. Both are different. Because in Sanskrit, in our language, for everything we have thousand words. But in English, for many things there is only single word. Therefore we get confused. So now you got confused or clear? What is mind, what is buddhi, what is manas, what is heart? Fine? Okay, now you want to control your manas. Why to control it? Leave it free now. If you don't control, what will happen? How do you control? How do you control your manas? How do you manage? Manage means control, right? Manage is one way of controlling. How do you manage your manas? Removing bad thoughts. Very easy to say. Who knows what is bad or good? Manas doesn't have buddhi. Therefore it doesn't know which is good, which is bad. Buddhi only will understand good and bad. Therefore what will happen? If you start feeling something all on a sudden your buddhi will say it is right, it is wrong. One of them will happen. Who says? Buddhi will say. So now you wanted your manas to surrender to buddhi. That means you will become intelligent but not emotional. Feelings will not be there. Sneham will not come. Because when you feel sneham, compassion, love, any feelings when you get, your buddhi will say not good. It's better to die. Don't live with such feelings in this world. Nelson Mandela says it is very difficult to have good heart and good head. One of them only can be there. If head works more, heart will not work. Heart means manas for him. Buddhi or manas, which is better? Buddhi is better for getting marks. Manas is better for living in this world as human being. Only human beings have more buddhi. Therefore they don't have much manas. That is why they are upset. You will start distinguishing whether it is good or bad. Manas will always like to get anything. Feelings will come. Desire will come. Desire, agraham. Feelings. That is from manas. Automatically it keeps on coming. You have no stop. The time you wake up, you don't have to get up from bed. Wake up. Manas will start working. Right? Yesterday's thought process will come today. Continuation. Same story will continue today only. If you see your mirror, then manas will start working. My nose is very bad. My eye is not beautiful. My hair is not good. I should have much more taller like Amitabh Bachchan. Or some more muscles like Salman Khan. All unnecessary thought process will come. These are all desire. It is good to have desire. How do you say it is good or bad? Which makes you powerful. Yeah. I am not like Amitabh Bachchan, so I will put 2-inch shoes more. Better. Makes you better. What do your manas say? That is positive. Manas always will say something. Whenever somebody goes see there, manas will go on behind somebody else. And you will forget, you don't go to college. Nice mirchi bhaji smell. Manas will say eat, you go on eating. But stomach will cause a problem tomorrow. Because manas does not have buddhi. Whatever you feel like eating, you start eating. You want to talk to somebody, telephone. Whole charge will go because manas says talk. Only buddhi will say, only 30 rupees balance. Stop, keep quiet. Ask her to call back. Give only this call. All this will buddhi will say. Manas cannot understand this business. Manas is not practical. It's too impractical. So any thought process can be good or bad, depend on situations. Feelings, desire should be there. Otherwise life is worthless. You should always have feelings. You should always have desires. Otherwise you don't enjoy anything in this world. But the problem is if you don't know how to manage, you will waste a lot of time. Only today you will enjoy, but tomorrow you will suffer. Whatever the manas says you start doing, you are not social being. Every dog does it. Every buffalo does it. We are human being. Being human. Slightly different from animal. Why? We have buddhi. Therefore, don't just listen to manas, but listen to buddhi. But not too much. Somewhere you should balance it. That's why management is essential. Mind management, manas management is like managing a kite. Let it fly, but give a thread. Don't get into accidents. If it does not fly, kite is not a kite. If the mind does not go different places, mind is not mind. You open the book, many students will come to me. I'm a psychotherapist. Basically, I'm a scientist in Department of Space. Mathematics is my subject. When you open the book, many students say that my mind goes into different places. Wonderful, your mind is working. If it's not working, it does not go anywhere. Right? Anything working is repairable. If it does not work, very difficult to repair. It's a good sign. You have variety of interest in this world. For some people, open the book, feel like eating. Open the book, what happens in the TV will be the mind. All the time sitting in one place, your mind goes into different places very fast. Manogatama is like a speed of light. More than that. You are sitting in this class looking at me. Your world is me now. Nothing else. But you are in Ramakrishna Math. Now your mind have the boundary. Other buildings also in your mind. You are in Hyderabad. Then all the Hyderabad scene will be in your mind. Now I say you are in Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh map will be in your mind. So easy, you can grow from single point to anywhere in the world. But Manas can think only what you have seen in your life, only what you heard in your life, only what you taste in your life, only what you touched in your life. So Manas understands things only what sensory organ speaks. You like puffs? Yeah, water. You like chocolates? You like ice cream? You like kichopu? What is it? Because you don't know. There is nothing like that. I just said something. Because you don't know what is that, no picture is in your mind. The time any familiar word comes to you, picture is in your mind. You like orange? Yeah, orange picture is there in your mind. Orange taste is there in your tongue. Manas and Indriya are very much related. Now what they say? Manas knows only thing what is given by Indriyas, and now any thought process which comes in your Manas will give a picture in your eye, will give a taste in your tongue, will give a feeling of touch. So both works together. You understood? First whatever the Indriya gives, only the mind knows. Now whatever the mind thinks, the Indriya will get all the feelings about it. So wonderfully related. So Manas is related to Indriya. Where is Manas? There is no Manas. Manas is a software. You can't see where is it. Software cannot be seen, right? So it's a program written and then put inside us. It's a consciousness, it's a feeling, it's a chit, it's a chaitanyam, it's an energy. Energy cannot be seen. You can only see the reactions of it. See the effect of it. So through Indriyas, you understand Manas. You feel like seeing. You feel like listening. You feel like tasting. Some Indriya should work. Now what is to be done? If you want to manage the mind, manage Indriyas. Because directly you cannot, what is not seen you cannot manage. It is there but it is not there. It's like a government of India. Where is government of India? Can anybody show this is government of India? There is nothing called government of India. You cannot show. Prime Minister is government of India. But is Prime Minister government of India? No. He works as government of India sometimes. Every minister is government of India. But is every minister government of India? No. All together is government of India. So like your Manas cannot be touched, cannot be seen. It's like a flow. It's like a river. When it reaches Andhra Pradesh, we call it Godavari. From Godavari, the water goes and then rains somewhere else in Tamil Nadu, then we call it as Kaveri. The Manas is like that. Both water is same, but we call it different names. All feelings are same, But with us, we have some feeling, with somebody else, with some other feeling. That's why we say, I have given my mind to somebody else. Because I can transfer my feelings to somebody else. I feel for somebody, I don't feel for somebody else. All this happens. So all the indriyas plus thought process. All the indriyas plus thought process. Thought process is governed by buddhi. But buddhi is not manas. Because when you talk about eating mirchi bhaji, the picture of mirchi bhaji should come. Manas don't have a storage place, no RAM, no ROM. There is no database, no file structure in manas. Whenever it wants a picture, it will refer where to buddhi. Buddhi, give me the picture. And automatically to I, the picture will come. The file will open, according to the directory it will go, pick up all the pictures, all the taste, all the feelings, everything will get downloaded. Automatically that happens. Now you have seen me for some time. My picture is taken. Where it has gone? Through the eye, it has gone into your brain, kept it there. Manas, you have not reached into your manas. I have not reached into your manas. Assume that you like me. After some time, oh, this man is slightly different. So let me like him. Who says? The manas will say. Then what will happen? The picture will get downloaded, kept it in your manas. Then you cannot remove it. But from buddhi it can go after some time. You will forget. If it is in your manas, you can never forget. So a stabilized thought process can be generated by the activity of mind. Stabilized thought process can be when it hurts you, when it gives you happiness, that gets stabilized. When any picture gets associated with the feeling, any word which gets associated with the feeling, it will be inside your manas, not in buddhi. Easy reference. It will be like a RAM. You don't have to download it. Every time it starts disturbing you. Sometimes every time it starts giving happiness to you. Both can happen. So some part of buddhi will get into manas, provided you have a touch. You like something. Why? Why? Because it is in your manas. You don't like something. Why? Because it is in your manas. There are so many things which you are seeing. But everything does not get into your manas, it gets into buddhi. You see a picture, cinema. Some pictures will give a feeling to you. Then you will never forget that picture in your life. Not everything in the picture. But some instances you will not forget. Why? Because it has get into your manas. So manas is a concretized buddhi, stable buddhi. Sthira buddhi is manas. Therefore what will happen? Whenever indriya wanted to work, manas will give that. That's why when you say, people say, I by-hearted. Very good, by-hearting is very good. Because you are putting the subject inside your heart, inside your feeling. That means you will feel for that subject. But generally it is used in the other way. By-hearting is a bad habit. Real by-hearting is not a bad habit. But by-hearting, many people think that it is by-braining. There is no word by-braining, I am coining it. So, if you can by-heart your subject, very good. You will never forget that in your life. But people don't by-heart things. People just by-brain. I'll give one general example which is very common. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. How many times we have by-hearted? How many times we have repeated? It is there in your brain, but it is not in your heart. Assume it is in your heart. When you walk on the road, any person you see, oh, this is my brother, this is my sister, that feeling will come inside. Why you are not getting that feeling? Because you are not by-hearted, you are only by-brained. When somebody gives you a big smash, it hurts your feeling, then what will happen? Whenever you see him, the heartbeat will raise. So many people have told so many things in this world, but it does not affect you. But when it affects you, what will happen? Your heartbeat will change. That's why people feel manas is in heart. That's why the confusion comes. I said, why confusion buddhi? Because immediate response comes from manas, and some part of buddhi is taken care of in the manas. The taste of any food familiar to you, it don't have to refer to brain. Automatically the sensory organ knows. Therefore, the indriyas and manas are so related, and all the activity which we do are controlled by manas, not by buddhi. Sometimes buddhi need not work. How do you know? When we are driving, in the beginning of the driving stage, you will have to by heart where is accelerator, where is brake, where is clutch, A, B, C. You will by heart this. And you have to turn left, you have to turn this side, reverse, if you want to turn the other side, you have to turn like this. You will all by heart this. But after some time, it becomes so casual, buddhi will not work. Without the buddhi, you can drive. If you take the electroencephalograph of your buddhi, the brain, that's called EEG of brain, you will see no process is happening in brain while driving. Why? Because it has become so casual to you. The buddhi need not work for taking your hand to mouth. Did the buddhi work? No. But your buddhi has to work if you have to take your finger to your nose. Because you are not used to doing that. Try once. It will not go to your nose tip. By opening your mouth, opening your eye, it will go because you are seeing it. Close your eyes and try once. Let us try whether your buddhi will work or not. Now I will count from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It should touch your nose. Don't cheat yourself, okay? Close your eyes. 0, 1, don't touch your nose now itself. Keep your hand onto the parallel level, onto the paper, okay, on the table level. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open your mouth and open your eyes and see where is your hand. Don't cheat yourself. You try once again. Anybody who has done perfectly up to the nose tip? I will call you here and then count again. In front of everybody you will become cheat. Anybody who has done it perfectly? Sure. Come. Okay, I will leave you. You try yourself. I will trust people. No problem. Try yourself. It is not that easy. Because it is not used to your practice. Whatever is used to you, automatically it will happen. Which is in manas, then no problem. It is in buddhi, it will not work perfectly. In buddhi, it will not work. There are so many exercises to test whether your buddhi is perfect or not. Whether you have reached up to manas or only at buddhi level. That's also possible. Okay. Now, the manas controls the indriyas. Now, why do you want to control your manas? Control indriyas, that's enough. You cannot control mind, therefore control indriyas. What is the problem? He says don't do bad things. You can think bad things. We have license to think, right? No? Who will know what we are thinking? Nothing wrong in thinking. You can have any thinking process, but don't do it. Even greatest Swamijis cannot control their mind. They can control indriyas, but not mind. Very difficult. There was a Swamiji who was teaching mind control techniques in a class, international classroom. And one doctor from Kerala wanted to get an appointment with that Swamiji. But he was very busy, international Swami. So he says, no, I have no time. But from the administration, he was in Himalayas, and this man was going to upper Himalayas from Kerala, the southernmost to the north. So with a lot of difficulty, he told, I am a doctor from Kerala. So please give me an appointment. Because I am coming from so far, I am a learned fellow, I wanted to meet Swamiji. Then this administrator in the office saw the card, dermatologist. He's a skin specialist. Yeah, wait, I will ask Swamiji. Because Swamiji have a problem. What's the problem? All the time he does like this. Everywhere itching. So the Swamiji was taking class on mind management technique. So as soon as Swamiji saw this dermatologist, oh fine, welcome. Because in Himalaya getting doctors are very difficult. So this man got a warm welcome. And said, what is your diagnosis? In front of all the students in the hall itself. What is your diagnosis? Sir, Swamiji, whatever you are telling, you practice. That's enough. That is the diagnosis. We are living as dermatologists because people are not controlling their mind. If they control their mind, skin specialists have no job in this world. Why? Whenever you get itching, you start scratching. If you don't scratch, itching will stop. Then skin specialists have no job. So you are teaching how to control mind. And you cannot control mind when there is a itching. What is to be done? What is controlling mind? When you feel like doing something, if it is not good, don't do it. If it is good or bad, who will tell? Brain will tell. Everybody knows if you have some itching, if you scratch, that will become worse. But you cannot control. It's not that easy. That's why sometimes practical spirituality. In India we have practical spirituality. Practical spirituality is try to practice. What is to be done? Don't control your mind. You will feel like scratching. There is an itching, you will feel like scratching. Nothing wrong. There is a nice flower, you will feel like plucking. Nothing wrong. There is a nice food, you feel like eating. Nothing wrong. But you should know that is not meant for you. You should not pluck flowers because you have not watered it. If you know how to control your desire cannot be controlled. You cannot control your thought process, but control your indriyas. Practical application of the mind control is what is essential. You wanted to see somewhere, don't see. Close your eyes. What is that you are doing? Internally you will think, oh, this is what I wanted to see. But your eye is closed, therefore somebody will not find fault with you. You have every freedom to think, but close your eyes. What will happen? After some time that will become practice. Okay? So if you start controlling your indriya, after some time that will become practice, then you will successfully able to control your manas indirectly. You wanted to get angry. You cannot stop. Automatically you will get angry. Now what is to be done? Don't react. Then what will happen after some time? You feel there is no point in getting angry because I have no option to react. You wanted to scold somebody who is an officer, who is supposed to give you a certificate. You went and stood in the queue. But he is not giving. He says, come tomorrow. You feel like scolding him. The desire is there. Why you are not scolding? Because again tomorrow you have to go. After getting the certificate you will scold, right? So you know how to control. Not the mind, control the action. Manage the action, that is known to you. You feel like doing something, but you don't do it. Why? Because you are a social being, you know at this place I am not supposed to do. But if that becomes a practice after some time, you will become wonderful. Now sitting and opening the book, your mind goes to 101 places, nothing wrong, and you cannot stop it. Now what do? Let it go. Just think for some time after that. If it goes, what will happen? You will not be able to concentrate. You will not be able to study. Therefore, what should I do? Think yourself. Who is allowing to think? The same manas. So don't stop thinking, but redirect the manas into better places. What is that you are doing? Managing is redirect. You cannot stop. You cannot stop the manas, but you can redirect the manas. Ask the manas to think in some other direction. You are thinking something that's useless. Then ask your manas to stay away from you. Are you doing right? Keep on asking. And who should ask this? Your own manas. So take your manas to higher level where practical manas and the inner manas, two manas have to be done. One is called Atma and another is called the practical manas. You have a mind manas, again the other manas is also called manas only. That's why Lord Krishna says, Uddared Atmanatmanam Atmanam avasadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. Manas is the enemy to manas. Manas is the friend to manas. Make your manas the manas in the friend of your manas. Which manas? The practical manas and the impractical manas inside. That is Chit, Chaitanyam, Tejas, Jivatma, energy. At that manas, if your desire does not get recognized, you have a desire. But that is not happening because social setup is not agreeing to do that. But night you will get into dreams. And who brings this? Undesirable desire, unpractical desire, unsatisfied desire. All these will come as the Sopna, dream. Then your Atma will tell, you are not doing right, don't do this. Sometime Atma will say, go ahead, do it, I am there to support you. But then after doing, the Atma, Tejas is like a judge. Manas is like a police, administrator. It will ask you to do, no problem, do it. But then after some time, committing a mistake, the judge will tell, oh, you should not have done this. Judge will not involve into activity, but judge will tell this is right, this is wrong. Like your own manas will tell you, you should not have done this. You wanted to eat ice cream and you ate it. But then the stomach problem started. Then you yourself will tell you, you should not have eaten that. Who is telling you? The same you who asked to eat, after some time will tell you should not have eaten this. That's why your Antaratma, the inner manas, will start dictating terms after some time. So what Lord Krishna says, make your judge itself as friend of yours. Atma should become the friend of manas. That means what? Atma is clean. Mind is not clean. Make your mind clean, polish it, so that it will just reflect Atma. That's why Shankara says, Manam Darpana Samanam. Manas has to be like a mirror. Darpana Samanam. Clean manas. How do you make a clean manas? Nice vim powder. Brush and then clean it today. How do you make manas clean? By? How? Where the mind gets information? Through Indriyas. Controlling Indriya means what? You are seeing this picture. Oh, this picture is wonderful. Hey, this picture is very bad. Who says both? Your manas. Assume that you are in a group of people, everybody says the picture is bad. Then you will also tell picture is bad. If everybody says picture is wonderful, then you will also say it is wonderful. So you should have people around you who always appreciate well. Because your Indriya get information from your satsang. Good people have to be around. If you have bad people, your manas will become bad. If you are good people, your manas will become good. If you have Krishna with you, Lord Krishna with you, your manas will be clean. If you have Shakuni with you, your manas will become dirty. So who is sitting beside you? That's more important. Good example is we have got Dharmaputra and Duryodhana. Who has a good manas? Dharmaputra. Why? Because Dharma Shastra is what he practices. And Duryodhana practices Adharma Shastra. That's good and bad. What he says is correct. Practically, you can think anything. We don't know what Dharmaputra was thinking. Nothing wrong. But whatever he did is only Dharma. Whereas the other fellow must have thought good things. But whatever he does becomes Adharma. Why? Because his company was Shakuni. Both learned Dharma Shastram perfectly well. They have taken birth in the same family. Cousin brothers only. Right? They have studied under same professor. Their guru were same. But what happened? His company was bad. And another problem, the father and mother are blind. Both are blind, there are nobody to guide. So they don't know which company this fellow is going around. And if you have good company, you will think only good. If you have bad company, you will think only bad. So Mahabharata says, don't have company with the bad fellow, Shakuni. Shakuni is from which place? Kandahar, Gandhar Naresh, Kandahar, Afghanistan. So Mahabharata says, don't have company with Afghanistan people. They are all bad fellows. Simple story. Even today they are bad, right? No Indriya control, always opium, Kanja, all the time Kanja. The world maximum Kanja, opium, is produced in Afghanistan. Indriya is not controlled, they feel like going behind something. So this is the problem. So what is to be done? Control your mind. How? Dharma Shastra to be practiced. Do good things only. Have a good company around you so that you have no chance to do bad things. If there are no bad people around, whom do you scold? Therefore you cannot use bad words. Right? No? So if people are good around, that's why Manas, there is a question by Gandhari to Duryodhana, why my son, why you are behaving like this? Why can't you be a good boy? Like your cousin brother. That every mother asks like this. Gandhari also asked. Then Duryodhana says, Janami Dharmam. Mother, I also learned Dharma Shastra. Distinction mark I got. Janami Dharmam. Nacha me pravarti. I am not able to do that. That's our problem also. Mind control. We know what is to be done, but we don't do that. Say this sloka, if you by heart, you can justify yourself anywhere in the world. Janami dharmam nachame pravarti. I know what is dharmam, I am not able to do that. Janami adharmam, what is not to be done, that also I have learned. Do's and don'ts. I by heart at all of them. But what happens? I will do always not to be done. Those items only I am picking up. Why? Kena kamena vridistitena yatha niyuktosi tata karomi. Kamam, desire. That comes in my mind, and then mind tells me do this, so I am doing it. I am innocent. He was a bad mind controller. That was the problem. He knows what is dharma, adharma. Not having knowledge is not important. Practically what you do is important. There are so many people, they will start doing it, but then the manas says you should not have done it. But if the action is good, wonderful, don't worry about the manas. Manas will tell do, don't do and all that. It's a crazy fellow. Keep on doing. Don't worry. The manas will say don't study. That means you don't go to college after that. Again next moment the manas will say go, no problem. The manas is so crazy, sometimes it says do, sometimes it says don't do. Sometimes it says the very tasty eat, no. But you don't like your mother on one day. And she says the salt is very bad. The curry is not good. Why? Because you don't like your mother. What you like, what you don't like is not static. The manas is so crazy, a small pen, oh this pen is great, why? Because somebody has given. It attaches importance to non-important things sometimes. And sometimes important things it will ignore also. All these crazy things will happen to manas. You cannot control, you cannot manage. What is to be done? Use buddhi sometime and then tell the manas, don't do anything which will make you to say tomorrow, oh, I should not have done this. Do anything you like, no problem. Enjoy, totally enjoy, full freedom. But don't enjoy, and after that let the manas not tell you that, oh, you should not have enjoyed. The manas feel like going to some movie, go, no problem. But after seeing the movie, the same manas will tell you, you should not have wasted your time. You should have studied. What is to be done? Go further and further, tomorrow, future, and then see what your manas tells you. And obey that. Manas is so crazy, all the time it starts fluctuating, doing things, don't do, keep on telling. But ask the manas to stabilize, that's more important. How do you do this? At your level of 6th class, you have a brother who is in 6th class. But he behaves like a 9th class fellow. What do you say? Matured. When you are in 13 age, you behave like 18 age. What do you say? Matured. When you are in 50, you behave like 70. What do you say? Matured. The thought process will start dictating the manas. You will not fluctuate. So let your manas become older than you. That's what the simplest technique. Behave like you are a matured man. Practice for some time, automatically you will become that. And automatically your body also will become older. And don't go for enjoyment which makes you to say, oh, I should not have done this. And to control mind there are many other techniques. Practical, simple techniques. Whatever happens you say, no problem. What do you say? No problem. Say no problem. No problem. Say no problem. No problem. You hit somebody, say no problem. He will hit you back, you say no problem. No problem. Hit me. No problem. You spit to somebody, say no problem. He will spit you back, say no problem. Say no problem. That's a way of controlling your manas. Take anything as not a problem. Do you think the biggest problem in life? When you are not able to control your mind? When you are in problem. Right now? You are in problem. Where are you? You are in problem. If you want to get into problem is bigger, you are smaller. Is there any problem in your life which is bigger than you? Whether you are bigger or problem is bigger. You are bigger, problem is small. Problem is only for that moment, for some time. Somebody is scolding you, that's a big problem for you. You will say, I am in a big problem. Why? Because professor scolded me. Now what will happen? Next day you get a better dosage, higher dosage. Then what will happen? Yesterday scolding you will forget, today it will become another big problem. So every day you are going to get. So if you want to get into, ignore problems, get into bigger problems in life. You will enjoy. Every day get new problems. When you hit a scooter or your car, new scooter, it has a dent, the paint is gone, you are in a problem. Your tension will start. You repair, next day again your tension will increase. If you don't repair, you can hit anybody, no? Anyway it has to be given for it. Right? So don't repair scooter. When you stand in bus stop, you are missing bus. It's a big problem for you. You are in tension. Your tension will raise. You are not able to control your mind. Let the bus go. Be happy. No problem. I missed the bus. Wonderful. What do you say? Wonderful. I missed the bus. Because when you miss a bus, you have many more buses to get in. But if you get into a bus, you miss lot of buses. See, you have many more options to get in. But once you get into a bus, you can only sit in one bus. Don't get married. Finished. No option. see life slightly different. Don't see life as all people are seeing. You will enjoy your life. Ultimately, we wanted to enjoy, right? We wanted to enjoy life. How do you enjoy? It all depends on how your manas tells you. Whatever your mind says, if it is for making you happy, be happy about it. But soon after that, don't repent. Don't repent. So what do? You can miss the bus, but get into the bus stop at least half an hour early. So if you miss the bus, another bus will take you to the place where you wanted to reach at right time. That is essential. In life, plan accordingly, do everything possible, keep your manas always active. Don't become depressed. Manas have to be active, thrilled, enjoy your life. That feeling should come from inside. So every problem becomes no problem for you. Anything happens, you say, no problem. No food, no problem. The curry, salt is more, no problem. Because your mother likes you. No problem. No problem. Tablets are no problem. Anything what you think is a problem, smallest problem also will become biggest problem in life. But don't invest your time for a better tomorrow. When you open the book, you are not able to concentrate. Why? Because you think it's a small issue as the biggest issue. Manas have to be in reading, so thrilling. Soon after you see a movie, when you come out of the cinema theater, if two friends are going for a movie, what you will discuss? About the movie. Right? Is there anybody here, soon after your class from engineering college, when you come out, you discuss, oh, the teacher was wonderful. Half an hour she performed perfectly well. After interval, no, fused out. Any discussion like this? The subject is so wonderful. Nothing, no discussion. As soon as you go out, you think about masala dosha, talk about masala dosha. Or new model cell phone. That's what the discussion is. Why? Because you are not carrying the class outside the class. Because it is not effective. It is not affecting you. When you see a movie, it affects you. You are thrilled. You want to know what happens next moment. Who is going to come in the screen? But is there anybody listening a lecture? What is that she is going to tell now? No feelings at all. Because you are not making thrill in your life. Listening to lecture is not thrilling. The listening to lecture will become thrilling. Then what will happen? Your manas will be there. And then what will happen? The teacher will get into your manas. You will never forget it. I am sure you will never forget it. You will forget about this after the class. No problem. You forget. Whatever I said today, don't remember this soon after you get out. Forget everything. Go back home, have nice food, sleep well. Tomorrow again, same routine. Come again, another one more lecture on mind management, mind control. He has attended many mind management techniques. Somebody will attend my own lecture second time. That's why I asked whether you have attended. I asked somebody, why you are attending my lecture, you are not able to control. Sir, whether I control or not is not important. I want to know whether you have improved or not. Anyway, I have not improved in my life. I have decided I will not improve. See the manas. How difficult the manas, no? No problem. Somebody will attend the class, mind management technique. Soon after that, sir, I thought I am going to get a good certificate. My class is wonderful. Then he says, there is one grammar mistake. That has affected his manas. Instead of children, you have used children. Hey, that is wrong. Yeah. He was thinking only that how to tell him. No. Soon after going, I should not leave him. Catch him and tell him your grammar is bad. Before he took birth, I have learned grammar, Run and Martin. But people are different type. The thought process, no, manas you cannot control. We are talking about mind control, but his mind is not able to control. You have to listen first. If you want to learn anything in this world, open your ears. Sit in present. Mind control will come only when you sit in present. Don't sit in past and future. Present. Present also means gift, right? Present is a present given by God. Present is the present given by God, gift given by God, and we ignore it. And then live in Maya and Bhudam. Bhudam is terrifying. And Maya is going to be tomorrow what will happen. No use. Don't think about tomorrow what happened yesterday. Just live now, today. Automatically mind is controlled. Half of the thought process is waste because 95% of the thought process is what happened yesterday, what's going to happen tomorrow. If you want to control your mind, live in present. Enjoy present. Automatically you will be happy. You get angry, your mind cannot be controlled. You have to scold. You have to somehow download it to somebody else. And they will become upset. Their mind will not get controlled. They will give second chapter to you. The story will go on like this. So don't do that. Take one glass of water, give it to them. Drink this, I am going to scold you. You also drink and say, I am getting ready to scold. Some more energy. Still you wanted to scold? Some more glass of water. One full bottle you drink. They also drink full bottle. Then you have to go for one or two and the whole scolding will go on. Sometimes don't react what happens from the mind. Don't react instantly. That's the best business. Mind cannot be controlled, but you can control your activity, action. You wanted to scold somebody, run away from that place. Don't scold him. You wanted to get scolding peacefully. Your boss is scolding, father is scolding. Yeah, good, nice father. How nicely he is scolding. Why? Because when he scolds, your eyebrow goes up. Oh, he could have become a good actor by now. Just look at him, don't tell, okay? Keep quiet. Look at him so nicely. Look at the face and how it vibrates, how it works. So nice Kathakali you will see. You don't have to go to Kerala to see Kathakali. Enjoy getting scolding. But don't take it into heart. After that just smile. Are you happy now? Yeah. Finished. Let us. No problem. So don't react to situations very fast. Reaction is bad. Don't react. Sometimes don't react. That's what is to be done. So controlling mind, what you should do? When you wanted to control your mind, you want to scold somebody, take your hands like this. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and then hit your neighbor. Then rub your eyes. You will feel so cool. Go and wash your indriyas because manas get input from indriyas. How do you wash your indriyas? Panchindriya, anybody knows? Doesn't know. Yeah, that is simple. All Indians are supposed to wash your face. Washing face is washing indriyas. Because eye is washed, ear is washed, nose is washed, tongue is washed, skin is also washed. So when you get angry, wash your face. Wet your hand, wet your leg. You will be so cool. If you can take a bath, wonderful. If you cannot take bath, at least dry clean yourself. So wash your face, indriyas are clean, manas will become clean. The words will become clean. Vak, mana. Vak word comes from manas. Action comes from manas. Vak, mana, chakshu, srotra, grana, jihvareto, buddhyagrati, sankalpame shuddhyandam. Thought process has to be clean, eye has to be clean, ear has to be clean, tongue has to be clean, all the chakshu has to be clean. All you clean it. How do you clean? That's a process. Have good people around, listen only good things, see only good things, only touch good things, only taste good things, you will become wonderful. Manas also have to be controlled by what food you eat. There are many ways. I am taking breathing I have taken, eating I have taken, thought process I have taken, and then now I am talking about eating. When somebody dies, what will happen? Manas will become upset, right? When you get beating, your mind will become upset. What will happen? Lot of chemical reactions will happen inside your mind. Adrenaline will start formed, acidity will rise, and lot of chemistry will be there in your total worth 200 rupees chemistry. Now assume you are killing a buffalo, a cat, a rat, anything. what will happen? It will generate lot of chemistry inside you. And then what do? You boil it into 100 or 200 degrees Celsius, makes no difference. Eat that food, all the tension which the animal had, you will also have. All the dead body eaters will have more problem in controlling mind. All the non-vegetarian food generates lot of tension, BP, lot of pressure, anxiety, all that will come inside you because you eat all the tensionful. No animal after killing will have a food blood-free flesh. The blood will get clotted. Then what will happen? You are eating all the chemistry. You will also have same uncontrollable mind. Because at the time of birth, death, you will not be able to control mind. Lord Krishna says there are 3 types of people, sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. It depends on what food they eat. Your character is determined by what food you are eating. Refer Bhagavad Gita. Or modern book if you want, go to any Higginbotham's bookshop, read the book, You Are What You Eat. You are what you eat. Your character is what you eat. That's called microbiotics. The subject is called microbiotics. You are what you eat. Explains why nicely that if you are highly non-vegetarian, your character will become that. Your manas is what your character is. Manas, whatever you do every day becomes your character after some time. Your culture is determined by whatever you do every day. So if you want to be clean, clean your stomach. Clean your thought process, clean your atma, clean your mind, clean your buddhi. All that have to be cleaned. Now I am very happy that none of you have seen the watch. It's already 7:30. That shows you liked my class. Okay? Raise your hand. Take it on your head. Say, na karma. Wasted 1 hour. If you liked it, take your hand up, backside and say, well done. I could talk because you are good. No problem. I could talk because you are good. Now you can ask me a few questions if you have.